Hey there, so the real reason why I came to live in Greece was because of the souvlaki. No, I was joking. I want to be a rocket scientist. Nope, still not that. Not that smart. So yeah, I just wanted to do a little video. Welcome to my first official video of why I came to live in Greece, and that's the title, I think. Why I came to live in Greece. I'm actually filming from my roof, my apartment, and it's a little bit windy and a bit cloudy as well, but it's just nice and kind of peaceful up here, and I like to get up here sometimes and get inspired to create. I'm actually an oil painter and have another YouTube channel where I make YouTube videos, content and tutorials and whatnot. So yeah, I left the UK back in 2012, come to live in Greece, to move to Greece, and my main reason for that was my partner. So I met Faye many years ago now, and we used to come back and forth to travel to see each other. And I made a random decision to move here, basically, and that's what I did. And do I regret it? Nope, not at all, absolutely not. It's had its ups and downs, but no, I think that it broadened my horizons, and I'm going to explain everything in this video, hopefully. This video is going to be a bit sort of jumbled up. I might repeat myself. I have a few bullet points memorized, and yeah, so I think this video is going to be more about like giving you some advice. Perhaps if you are thinking about moving abroad, moving to another country, this video is for you, I hope. And this whole video series and this whole channel will be sort of aimed at you, and I'm going to be sharing my experiences here in Greece as well. We're going on holiday in a couple of months' time, and I'm going to make a vlog and talk about that. So, but for now, why did I move to Greece? Because of my partner. And bit of a background story. I got my degree in illustration, so I was an illustrator, and that's a very important part of this story. Having a side hustle. I'll explain everything. So, worked at a hotel for 6 years. Loved it. That was in my hometown, small town outside of Bristol, and I lived at the hotel above, an apartment, and I was a manager there, yeah, for 6 years. Sold my artwork. I always had my artwork on the side. As well, I knew that I wanted to do something different. Went to university, and not a lot of my friends did go to university. And I love my hometown. I love my friends, my family, my lifestyle, but something was missing. I wanted to do something different, and the sad truth is that we only live once. And my advice to you right now would be, if you have the chance to move abroad, perhaps you're young, you don't have kids, whatever, move abroad. Or if you do have kids, move abroad, whatever. I don't know your situation. I was very fortunate enough because I was with my partner for 3 or 4 years. We talked every day before I came to move to Greece, and the fact that I came to Greece was for her, and we built up a trust, a foundation for many years, and yeah, that's the main reason. Okay, so there are lots of pros and cons for moving abroad. The most difficult part of moving abroad is moving away from your family and friends. I'm really close with my family, and that was tough. The first year I came, I started working as a freelance illustrator. Literally the day my friend Ben dropped me off. But I was travelling back quite often, back to the UK, just to see mum and dad and my sister and brother. So yeah, that's difficult. That's the toughest part, really, is moving away from your friends and family. But thank goodness for the internet, for the communication that we have these days. Just to pick up the phone, press record, I can make a video, I can call my mum and dad anytime, and my sister, whatever, friends, I'm in contact with them on social, and that makes it a lot easier, makes life a lot easier. So if you're thinking about moving abroad, then just keep that in mind, because it's not easy. I've adapted now. I adapted pretty quickly to the actual surroundings of Greece, but in general, if you're really close to your family, it's going to be tough on them, and it's also going to be tough on you. So keep that in mind if you're thinking about moving abroad. When I arrived in Greece, as I said, I worked at home as a freelance illustrator and an artist for about a year, and I finally found myself a part-time job teaching. I absolutely love teaching. I would never have thought I would become a teacher, and I wouldn't have known that if I didn't come to Greece. But I also arrived on kind of like a bit of a difficult time with the economy. There was almost like a crisis going on. So there were people asking me like if I met a lot of people. I went to six weddings. Yeah, 6 weddings in the first year of me being here in Greece. I've never been to 6 weddings in my life. But anyway, I met a lot of people. You also meet a lot of people as well when you move countries, different types of people and different cultures. Amazing. Anyway, came to Greece and met a lot of people, and a lot of people were saying, "Why should you come here for? The economy's shit. You could have stayed in the UK." Well, okay. I spent 29 years in the UK, and nowhere's perfect. You're going to get people like that say, not judge you, but they're going to question you. Why are you here for? And it happens. I said, okay. But in general, like a place like Greece, where it's so I was really welcomed in open arms when I came here. They really opened up and gave me a home. And Greek people in general are really sort of open and welcoming, and they really do care about your family, and they have an amazing kind of way of showing it. Lifestyle here, totally different. Like whatever country you go to, it's going to be totally different. Like the social aspect of it is, I believe, it's better. It's more kind of healthier. Like in Greece, you'll be sitting around a table with amazing food and a few kind of drinks, but it's more social. We're not kind of there for the drink, they're there for the food and the company. You can go for something to eat at like 10 o'clock at night, and I'll be in bed at 10 o'clock at night in the UK. It's funny. I mean, I think I adapted pretty well when I first came to Greece. The language was quite difficult. The language is really difficult. I think a bit of advice that I would give you, that if you are gonna move abroad, I'll change hands a minute. If you're gonna move abroad, then if you move into a country where it's another language, then make an effort to learn the language. I think that's important. Don't be that person that comes to another country and kind of expects everyone to speak English, because it's not fair. Obviously I needed that for the first year or so. People do speak English to me, and I'm really grateful for that. And I think they want to sort of practice their English as well. I'm hugely grateful for people that make the effort, but I would like to try and speak Greek as well. Sometimes I can speak really well, sometimes I can't. I'm not, to learn a language at 29 years of age, Greek language as well, it's really difficult. But I think you get that with any language, and practice does make perfect, and I'm nowhere near perfect. Like, I'm terrible at Greek. It's shocking. Like my wife's parents don't understand a word of English, so I have to try and speak Greek to them, which I love, I enjoy. I love trying to speak Greek to people. I mean, I do get by, I speak Greek, but I like trying to speak Greek to people that don't speak English, because it makes me feel nice, and I want to make an effort to kind of communicate with people. So another bit of advice, as I said, when I first arrived in Greece, I literally started work the next day. Side hustle. For me, it's crucial that I had something to do, because I didn't actually go to an actual job for like a year, so I was at home a lot of the time, and I'm quite a busy bee anyway. I do like to keep busy. I do have a full-time job, I do have a side hustle, and I love it. It's what keeps me going. Like, I love keeping my mind busy, I love learning, I love creating, teaching, drawing, painting, everything. Would I have moved here if I didn't have that? Most probably I would have, but it would have been more difficult, because what would I have done? I've been sitting in the house for like a year before I found a job. Like, for me, advice I'd give you is find something to do, find a community, something. You got to do something, in my opinion, and it's good to keep busy. And yeah, I went to part-time Greek school, but for me, working as a freelancer, the internet is an absolute lifesaver, and it kept me busy, got me work. As I said earlier, I don't know your situation. If you want to come here and sit on the beach, or go to Greek school full-time and learn Greek and take 4 years out, if you can afford to do that, fantastic. But for me, it was always about kind of working and having an income really, and keeping myself busy with my passions. But I know a lot of people that come over here and they don't work. Most of my people that I studied Greek with, they didn't have a job. They just sort of went to Greek school part-time, and they were able to afford to live basically, so which is great, fair enough. But that's just not my cup of tea. I just want to kind of keep busy, and I'm really happy. And I'm going to be doing some vlogs in this, vlogs like this in the summer when we go to Evia, which is the second biggest island here in Greece, and it's about 3 hours away, and we're going to spend about 3 weeks there. Even that's difficult for me. I know it sounds crazy, but it's hard for me to sit still. Like, I want to keep busy, and that's why I wanted to create a second YouTube channel. Keep in mind, I have a full-time job in which I love. I'll talk about that in a minute. But I also have a side hustle, a small business now online, and I created a second YouTube channel, which is this one here, which is kind of like a creative outlet for me. I want to help people. I have experience of living in another country for the last 13 years. I've seen a lot. I should have done this 13 years ago. And I want to share that experience with you, whether that's you wanting to move abroad, and perhaps I can help you with that, give you some value, or you just want to listen to me ramble on about my time here in Greece. Let's stand up a minute and check out the view. It's a beautiful view. You can't see the Acropolis from here. It's stunning. That's Imitos mountain, and we can hike up there. But yeah, to be honest, if you're going to move abroad, then it's always a good idea to actually visit the place quite a few times before you actually make the decision. For me, it was an easy decision. I didn't even spend a minute. I don't even remember saying I was going to move abroad, and that's the honest truth. Like, I was talking, I don't even remember saying, okay, let's do this. It's crazy. I know I'm very impulsive and spontaneous, but I just came, and I don't regret anything. So as I was saying, if you're gonna move abroad, then go and check out the place before you do. My first time in Athens, didn't really like it much. Of course, we've got the kind of touristy area and the Acropolis, which is beautiful. But when I first came, I was like, what's this? I didn't like it at all. Like, it was really stuffy, and obviously very busy, very loud. As time went by, I kept visiting, and I liked it. I mean, I didn't force myself to kind of like the city. I mean, it's a city, it's Athens, it's the first city I've ever lived in. And wherever you go in the world, you're going to have rough areas, nice areas. And we're fortunate enough to live in a pretty decent area in Athens, northeast, and it's also close to my work. Now, work, let's talk about that quickly. Had a few jobs here which I hated, which I mentioned in my intro video here. Hated them, terrible. But I'm a worker, I had to do it, I had to find work. And I searched high and low for the job. After doing this teaching gig for a little while, I searched high and low for a job that I could be an art teacher, that I could teach art and English, and ended up finding my ideal job, which is a 4-minute drive away from the house. And it's a really nice school, and I'm a graphic designer and an art teacher, and I absolutely love it. I love the community there, I love teaching the kids, I love connecting with them, I love my co-workers, and of course I'm not perfect, no job is perfect, but I absolutely adore it. So I'm incredibly happy there. I've been there for 8 years now. I wouldn't say I was lucky to find that job, because I found that job by myself. It wasn't like a word of mouth kind of thing. I searched for that job for the 7 months that I've worked the previous 2 jobs, and I literally wanted to go back to the UK in these 7 months. I was in a really bad state. So I knew I had to get myself out of it, and I did. So a couple of little things that I love about this country. The weather is amazing. It's a bit cloudy today, but in general it's ridiculously hot in the summer, and the food is incredible. Just Google Greek food, that's amazing. But yeah, it depends what you kind of want from a country. Like, if you're young, you might want to move to Ibiza, you might want to like tour around Australia. It depends. I mean, you might be a bit older than I am, and you might want to settle in the south of France. It depends what you're looking for when it comes to moving abroad. For me, I want to be with my partner, and the second reason was that I can draw and teach online anywhere in the world. I wasn't actually teaching online back then, but I was working online with clients. And that's the beauty of the internet. You can literally live anywhere and work as a digital nomad, or whatever that is. Or find a full-time job that you like so much in the country that you're going to visit, that you're going to move to. So I hope you found my random rants somewhat insightful, useful, valuable, whatever. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Really appreciate you being here with me, and if I've missed something, then let me know in the comments. If there's perhaps something that you want to know about moving abroad, or travel, or Greece in general, whatever, then let me know in the comments, and I'll get back to you with that. I've got a ton of content I want to make on this channel, and really can't wait to share it with you. So take care for now, and see you in the next one.